Bismillah, alhamdulillah, salatu wasalam, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Tahir Khalid. I'd like to want to a program here at Sharjah TV on getting to know Allah, getting to know your Lord, creator and sustainer of all things, and understanding that He is the creator and sustainer, that whatever people are saying other than that is false. And that's a challenge for some people. But let's see what Allah says, and that's more important than anything else in the Quran. In Surah Hajj, this is Surah number 22, verse number 63 to 65. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. See you not that Allah sends down water, or meaning rain, from the sky, and then the earth becomes green? Verily Allah is the most kind and courteous, well acquainted with all things. To Him belongs all that is in the heavens and all that is on earth. And verily, Allah, He is rich, free of all needs. Worthy of all praise, see you not that Allah has subjected to you mankind all that is on the earth and the ships that sail through the sea by His command. He withholds the heaven from falling on the earth except by His leave. Verily Allah is for mankind full of kindness, most merciful. So Allah is giving you some points talking about that none of this that we know today can happen without His permission. We have planes traveling across the globe. If we just look at it, we have ships traveling across the globe daily, moving men and equipment thousands and thousands of miles. This could not happen without Allah's will. First of all, we wouldn't exist without Allah's will. So for someone that thinks, well, this could just happen. Well, it just happened, man, Just boom. And everything that we're seeing today, this came into being. Man just got this vivid imagination and decided to take it a step further. And I'm still working on, this thing that happened from the Big Bang. Come on, be for real. We need to look at the reality of what we're doing and where we are today and try to understand this, that Allah does as He wants. He is the creator and we're sustaining. Everything out here that we can visualize or hear about is by His permission. And none of it can be any more than that. And there will come a time where He will finish it. Then what we say, we'll believe then after that? But what about all the people who died before that time? So we have a greater duty, and that duty is to communicate this to as many people as we possibly can, with the hope and prayer that they themselves will at least, as what Allah says, save yourself and save your family from the fire, which is made of men and stones. So we should make this intention to save ourselves, to learn about Islam, then to make effort on our families. No one's going to live in the world alone. It says, well, I'm here by myself. I don't have any family. An example, where's the benefit in that? So we need to look at this, the perspective in relation to what we're talking about, the family, and how to enhance that family and to be able to move it from one place to another safely so that we stay within the sphere of guidance from Allah, where we're comfortable and the environment is conducive to how it is that we want to raise our family, or what are the elements that we're looking for in our family that can be supported by an effort. And that effort, of course, is the belief in the oneness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So all of you out there, believe. And if you don't believe, listen, and hopefully by the end of this program, you will believe and you take the steps to change your life before it becomes too late. And why I'm saying that, because times are changing very rapidly, and we have all kinds of situations going on a daily basis, and we don't know what's really going to happen. So we must be prepared to the best of our ability for any potential situation or circumstance. So get ready for this circumstance of dealing with yourself. Sometimes that's the most difficult thing. You can talk to other people, but hey, talking to yourself. Say, why am I doing this? Where's my mindset? What should I be doing? How should I go about doing that? As an example. So we need to have these things and we need to pass it on to other people. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in Surah Baqarah, Surah number 2, verse number 21 and 22, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. O mankind, worship your Lord Allah, who created you and those who were before you, so that you may become al-muttaqun, who has made the earth a resting place for you and the sky as a canopy, and sent down water, meaning rain from the sky, and brought forth therewith fruits as a provision for you. Then do not set up rivals unto Allah in worship, while you know that He alone has the right to be worshipped. So we're being warned, don't be sidetracked. No matter what's happening, don't be sidetracked that Allah is a creator, sustainer. Don't get into something else that's going to take you away from that, that's going to shake your faith. As we see now, many kinds of situations. And Allah says that the world is a distraction. Shaitan sends a distraction specifically for us. Something that's very attractive for us, or something that's, very much going to take us away from the path, take our attention, keep us busy with some other things, as opposed to thinking about Allah and relating what we know to others so that they themselves can be saved from the fire of hell. So this is our duty, and this is our effort. Our effort is to set up our feet firm on this earth and our children so they can be well grounded in this understanding. If they are not grounded in that understanding, then we don't know what will happen. As you see what the choices are in today's society, even though some of them may appear to be okay, are very questionable, because many of the people themselves, their intentions are questionable. So we should be very, very careful about this and pursue it very gently. In Surah Al-Fatir, Allah says, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. O mankind, remember the grace of Allah upon you. Is there any creator other than Allah who provides for you from the sky, meaning rain, and the earth? La ilaha huwa. None has the right to be worshipped but He. How then are you turning away from Him? So Allah tells us about what we're doing, knowingly and unknowingly. So we have to be very careful to be focused and consistent in whatever we're doing on a daily basis, seeking the help of Allah, and ultimately believing in this help for the sake and salvation of ourselves and our family, that we should believe that. Not be discouraged because I'm tired or because I'm injured or I'm sick. Not to be discouraged by that. Just to submit to it and turn to Allah and believe that Allah can change all things, very simply. And that Allah will, if we pursue things in a proper manner, that Allah will help us. And we should believe that. And we should take the time out to work on a realistic program to cultivate my relationship with my Lord, short-term and long-term, in this world and in the next. We're looking for reality, not fiction. Reality, which we're all facing, that we're going to return to Allah, as much as we don't want to, as much as we don't know when that will be or what the circumstance will be. We know it's coming. So we need to look at and prepare ourselves to the best of our ability, so we are prepared to the best of our ability, and we pursue that which Allah has provided for us, seeking it in a way that Allah is pleased with, and believing in it the way that Allah wants us to believe, and obeying the way that Allah wants us to obey for the benefit of this world and the benefit of the hereafter. So it's all good for us. The question is, where do you stand? Ask yourself today, where do you stand? Do you believe in Allah? Or I believe in Allah and I believe in so and so and so and so. No. Which of your Lord's favorites, Allah says, which of your Lord's favorites would you deny? Make a choice. Look at the long term and look at the short term. Which is going to benefit you the most? Which is going to elevate you, for lack of a better description? Which is going to debase you? Look at very closely. Think about it. Focus your mind on it, that your time is limited on this earth. What is it that I want to do? What is it I'm trying to accomplish? That which is going to benefit me and benefit my family before Allah, or just a bunch of trinkets. So I'm going to spend all my time and my money on some trinkets, as an example, and forget about the consciousness and awareness of my family or friends, not thinking about, well, this could be a punishment for them in this world, a punishment hereafter. I don't know, but I need to see them, pray for them, make effort for them for Allah's religion, and stay close. Stay close and continue to invite people to the oneness of Allah. That true salvation is in Allah accepting your pursuance of the path of righteousness. And all of us want to be on this path. And we ask Allah to accept us and make our feet firm and protect us from adversity, all of the things that would be a negative impact on our lives and our families, so we can stay focused on this effort of pleasing Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala above and beyond other things. And that believing that ultimately that this is the real source, this is the real power. People are looking for power here and power there. The real power is with Allah. And when you are blessed enough to be around the servants of Allah who are making sacrifice and making effort, the learned people, you can feel that Allah has given these people something very special because of their efforts and their sacrifices. So it's worthwhile to take the time out, wherever it is that you might live in the world, find a masjid, go there, talk to the imam, sit there, even if you've got a list of questions like that. Say, you have some time, write them down, sit down with him. Take some benefit from him, and take some benefit from you. And you'll be able to move forward to take what is beneficial for the individual, what's beneficial for the family, what's beneficial for the community. And community is essential if we're going to move forward as a peace-loving people. And just when we use the word loving, do we really love each other? And what are the steps that we should take to show that, to engage ourselves, to engage our people for this reality, that ultimately time is running. And one day it will run out. And what will be our condition? What will we do? What will we be able to say? What am I doing in this world? What have I done and what am I doing? I want to go to paradise, okay? Just like that. Jump, boom. Okay. So we need to understand what we're doing, that dynamic, put it in perspective, and just get ready. Hold tight to the rope of Allah, believing that surely that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will unveil the truth and all of us will get benefit from it, inshallah ta'ala. So think about this. Think about where you are. Don't think about the other people. Think about myself as a person. Whatever's coming up, what is my present condition? And what is it I can do to better myself? What I can do to better my family? And how do we keep doing this consistently so that we get the overall benefit, the long-term benefit in our lives, in our bank account of this world and the bank account of the hereafter. So this is a challenge for us today. And it's not necessarily easy work, but the reward is big and it is going on. So go for it. Spend time trying to get closer to Allah. Realize the fact that you need Allah. Allah doesn't need us. Allah doesn't need us, but we need Allah. So it's good to try your best to satisfy Allah so that Allah is pleased with you and Allah reward you for that, for taking care of the things which He has designated for you, and you have taken it and doing it joyfully, thinking that, alhamdulillah, I'm getting benefit for this from my Lord, and I'm enjoying what I'm doing. So it's really great. It's a great opportunity. And there's so many young people out there today who are just totally misguided in every way, shape, and form that you can imagine. So they will take all of your time, but it's worth it because many of them are really very, very far away from Islam. So we need to talk to them and try to pull them back inside for the sake of their own souls, and to work and work and work and work to expose people to the truth so that they themselves can make decisions which will impact their lives more than anything in this world. And that's what we're calling the people to, the oneness of Allah, obeying the commandments of Allah, so that we can understand what it is that we need to do and how to go about doing it to please Allah. And we need that, all of us. We need Allah's pleasure. So we'll take the time out to study it and implement it in our life for the sake of our own benefit and for the sake of our families. Take the time out now before it's too late. It is busy. It's only going to get busier. So we need to be focused like a horse with blinders. Think about this one track. This is what I'm doing, and I'm going like this till I can get some balance or get my life together in some order in the way that I prefer to have it, and then I will go. So thank Allah abundantly and praise Allah abundantly and believing that Allah will reveal the reality of this world to us so that we'll feel comfort even in the most difficult situation. We feel that there's comfort there, that Allah has made it easy for me to endure this difficulty, and as a result of that, this difficulty is moving away from me, or I'm moving away from it, and it's thanks to Allah, it's resolving itself. So we should think like this, how to resolve these minefields that are out here. Who do we know? And to take time out to communicate to the people that any people that we have an opportunity to meet, whether it's on TV or wherever it might be, that we become like a beacon or for them, and that they carry this torch. To light this torch. When they go back to their countries or they go any place else in the world, that they've gotten some understanding of what the real truth is, and they can make decisions for themselves how that relates to their lifestyle and what they're doing. So we thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in all conditions for allowing us to be among those people who He's chosen at this particular time to make some actions and some efforts for the sake of Allah's religion, believing ultimately in the victory is with Allah. And the challenges and the tests also with Allah, and they will come for sure. The question we have to ask ourselves, are we ready? My name is Tahir Khalid. I do thank you for joining us here at Sharjah TV on getting closer to Allah, getting to know your Lord. Do it today. Tomorrow's not promised. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.